What'd you tell him after that?
Just disappointing, obviously. The guys are obviously gutted. I think we're 87 minutes, we're 2-0 up, 2-1 up. You know, the game changes. I think we've a couple of chances before that. Set piece and Bruner back post. Obviously Mondo pulls off a great save. Straight on punches it out from Nagby. I think we had chances to close the game out and win it. Just a very, it's a cool game sometimes, and tonight is one of them games. Very cool.
Wait, at the start of the second half, you guys looked like almost a different team, pressing the ball and that sort of thing, just really good on offense. What did you change at halftime?
Well, I thought the first half we had a couple of chances. Obviously, Jorge breaks up and goes round the goalkeeper. I think in them situations he'd be disappointed that he hadn't scored there. So I don't think we started the game as slow like we did the last couple of games. I thought, well, you know, we're at it. They're a good team. The tempo of the game was pretty good. I felt that we probably edged the first half. Then you got a goal down, you come in, you try to get the guys going again. Guys were, you know, kind of upbeat in the locker room at half time. Felt we had a good performance. You know, very unfortunate to get down a goal. When they came out and played with energy again, and I felt dominated the game most of the half. But the same, you play against good teams, you've got to close the game out and not give up any chances. And they took the little half chances where we didn't.
It seems like you went to a 4-3-3 midway through the first half. Do you think that changed the offensive flow for your team?
No, I never went to a 4-3-3 at all. To be honest, I think guys get. I think when you go 2-1 up, we made a substitution, brought James into the game. I think guys just naturally drop to try and protect, and then what happens is the two forwards start doing most of the work, and the midfield four are just sitting in their camped in front of the back four. That's not what we wanted, because when you invite pressure against good teams, they're going to punish you, and they punished us twice.
Can you talk about Nagby's night? I mean, he was playing in the center in the midfield, and then he came off the striker. Can you talk about his night and his second goal especially?
Well, I thought it was two wonderful goals. You know, gives us two great chances. Takes, you know, half chances and smashes in the back of the net, puts us 2-1 up. And I think, you know, on them nights you're expecting to take the 3 points. As I say, very disappointed. Not in the performance, just very disappointed in the result.
Now, do you feel like there might have been a letdown? Like maybe they got to a point, your team got to a point where they thought the game was in hand and started committing mistakes?
No, I don't think it was that. I think that I don't think at any one time did Salt Lake ever stop fighting. We said that before the game. We said that pre-game video. That they're going to work you for 90 minutes, you've got to be ready to match them. I felt we did for 84 minutes, dropped our guard and got punished. That's what good teams do, they punish you.
Are you having to expend a little extra energy conceding the first goal in all the matches so far to get the team back after halftime, that kind of thing?
No, I just think that, as I say, I think we never came back last year after going a goal down. We've done it 3 out of the 4 games now, so that's a positive. Obviously last week on the road was a big one for us. Coming back home, we felt that we were good enough to win the game. But as I say, very disappointed, not in the performance but in the results. A hard one, it's a bit uphill to swallow.
One more for John.
How do you rally the team now and get them ready to play next week after a tough loss like this?
Well, I mean, it's not like we've not been knocked out of the playoffs. It's a loss at home against one of the top teams in the country for the last 3 or 4 years. So, you know, I think if we'd have got blown out and never looked capable of playing against them, and we're short in every department, then I think that would be, you know, the guys would be down on their confidence. I think you've seen the game yourself. I think you've seen us attacking wave after attack, and they struggled to cope with us for, you know, most of the game. And so I don't think confidence is going to be a huge problem.
Do you think, John, that maybe the team, because of the missed chances in the first half, played a role in the fact that we could have had a bigger lead and maybe we didn't let them start? There were some obvious chances that you had in the first half.
Well, goals win games, Jeffrey. You know, and it's important that in the big games you've got to capitalise when you get these half chances or full chances. I felt that we've never done that. It always gives them a lift. You know, you see it been in the game a long time. You see many games where you're knocking at the door and you're missing chances, and then the team comes and hits you a sucker punch. They did. I think we got up. You know, picked ourselves up, went at them again. Found ourselves 2-1 in the lead, and should have closed the game out. But at times we lacked a little bit of leadership and showed a little bit of inexperience when we went 2-1 up. But that's, as I say, just disappointed that we never got the 3 points that I think we deserved them.
Thanks, everyone. Locker room's open. Thanks, John.